All right.
Because I was like, that's hilarious.
All right. Shut up. Let's go.
Oh, am I in the shop or what?
Yes, you're in the shop.
Okay, cool. Scoot over a little bit. Good afternoon, everyone.
Good morning, because he keeps forgetting about the morning people like a real asshat. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did.
Can we bleep that out?
Nope.
No, okay, fine.
Too late. This is Vanessa Type of News.
It is.
I'm Dutch Perman. This is Bruce Robinson.
And you know what I find funny, Dutch? This is what I find funny. Did we not talk about how Kim Wilson ain't said nothing about health?
And then all of it.
And then the day after we post the video, and then a couple days after we post the video, like 2 or 3 workers and articles of Kim Wilson doing all of this stuff was on it, like her talking to the hospital people, her working out in some gym. Congratulations, you're doing your job. Thank you, people.
Listen.
Clearly, someone's got to tell them.
I knew as soon as I sent that to you, I knew you was gonna get excited.
Hot damn.
Simply because she's doing a good thing because she's giving a scholarship to nurses.
I'm not just doing a good thing. She's
and mental health nurses, and we could use one of those up in this office to deal with that. You know,
look, I'm not going back, okay? I'm not going back.
I'll pay $24 an hour to deal with this.
$24 an hour? I'm worth at least 30. I'm worth at least 30, okay?
No, come on. Yeah, I don't think so.
I'll slap you.
I guess we should pat Kim Wilson on the back a little bit.
Pat on the back? Well, pat on the back, pat on the ass. We love you, Rick Olsen.
No.
You walked into that one.
Oh my god.
You really walked into that one.
And just when we was doing so good, splitting ourselves off of, the OBA trade, and then now we're going to go and say Rick Olsen. So now everyone's going to label us again. Just so we had gotten away from that. But
he makes me laugh. What can I say? Now let's
Speaking of the OBA.
Speaking of the OBA, those wonderful boys over there.
No.
I can say it because I'm black, I guess.
No.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Trevor, you knew what was going to happen when you said that.
Trevor Moniz makes too much money to be calling black people boys.
I like Trevor Moniz. We used to bump into each other at the comic book store. He's a cool guy, but...
Here's the thing. When you call a black person boy...
We turn into Stink Meaner from Boondocks.
Yeah. You don't say that. You know what I mean? It just...
That starts an end moment.
I feel like as a politician...
Can I say that? Can I say that word?
Yes, you can.
A nigga moment?
You just want a lot. Yeah. This is a lot of that Welch's sugar in it, because you just need to just take it down like 2 notches.
I'll slap you, okay?
And I'll go in your neck.
Oh,
but
bro, come at me.
My thing is, we have politicians up here, right, who should know the climate that we're in as far as race relations go, right? And also know the fact that PLP will call racial anything racist if the wind is south,
not even racist.
North, or if the sun rises 2 minutes before and doesn't rise, it will be racist.
Man, you know full well some black people in this country, if a white person says the sky is blue, they're gonna be like, that is cultural appropriation and racist.
Yeah.
My sky is teal.
So what happens when you have somebody and you have a big gaping trapdoor, and the trapdoor says, pull me, and something will hit you on the head. And Trevor Moniz still pulled the lever anyway, and he got cracked on his head. Because...
Now, that being said...
You can't call a fully grown... I mean, Diallo Rabain is what, 40?
I don't know.
He's gotta be 40, 30, 38, something.
I think it's older than that.
No.
It's been around for a while.
Diallo Rabain is not older than 40. But either way, he's way too old to be called anybody's boy.
Yo, maybe he can send us his birth certificate so we can find out how old he is. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge. Yeah.
Regardless. Jesus Christ.
I'm having fun today.
Regardless. If the MPs want to continue to act like children, then I suggest... Remember they were talking about a lottery? Way back? Not way back, but a few months ago they were talking about a lottery. Or introducing a lottery into Bermuda. I say we do that, but with a little twist on it. We give MPs demerits for acting like idiots, right? Because they want to act like children, so give them a demerit. And with that demerit, you take about, let's say, an average of like $1,000 off their pay for the year. And then some lucky taxpayer gets to pull their name out of a hat and get that $1,000 of the taxes back. I think that would be a great system.
You know what?
I think we should go for that.
Can us over here, it's that type of party, do that? Like, can we sit there in the house and be like, excuse me, mister, that's a demerit.
Yeah, that's
Like-
the marital. You get 3 strikes and it goes up in increments. So you get 1 gram taken off. The second strike is 2. Third strike is 3.
Because my thing is, what? First of all, we know when people's in the house, sometimes those are in there till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. It gets heated. It gets real heated. Now, I have heard enough stuff, about all the fights between A and B and them like Cole and Patricia, blankety blank. Not gonna say that on camera, but yeah. And then you have, all the stuff that used to come out of Mark Bean's mouth.
Oh yeah. Come on.
Like the house has always forever been the house of flying monkeys, if you really ask me.
Oh geez, that's racist.
I said flying monkeys, not monkeys.
Okay.
Flying monkeys, Wizard of Oz, or if you're Black, the Wiz. Oh.
Is that cultural for
The Wiz was better. Like, you got Diana Ross,
No,
Dorothy,
I love Lil.
Michael Jackson as was he the Scarecrow or the Tin
He
Man?
was the scarecrow.
George Jefferson was the lion, wasn't he?
Yep.
Who was the Tin Man?
I forget, but anyway, before we get into the cast of Wizard of Oz, because the weird side.
I'm Michael Jackson. I don't have a heart, I'm a scarecrow.
Yeah, remember that, Miss Wilson, remember that I requested a mental health nurse here first. Remember that. For that scholarship, please. With that being said, analyzing the wonderful boy comment, right? Now, before that, MP Diallo Rabain had made a comment saying that's why you're sitting where you're sitting. Now, that sounds like what my little brother says when I say, I know you're dumb, and he says, I know you are, but what am I? You know what I mean? It's kind of like a kindergarten thing. It's like, oh, look at me, I'm sitting in the big chair. So he kind of opened himself up to look very juvenile. Now, do I condone white man calling a black man a boy? No. But do I think that MP Diallo Rabain was acting like one by saying, hey, look what I got. I won the election, yay. Is kind of
Childish?
Yeah. Because it's just, no one's really looking at the initial comments because, PLP is really good at
baiting.
Yeah, and tossing something in your face. So it's like, oh, even though our cabinet costs so much money, look, racism. And you're just like, I'm so blind by racism, I can't see the fact that they're more expensive. Look, they're not really doing anything up there but talking a whole bunch of crap. Racism in my eyes, I can't see anything else.
Actually, what's today's date? What's today's date? We got these people in our office.
October 10th.
I think you can't even give us the dates. October 10th. By my count, day 100 is October 26th. Now it could be over a couple of days, but 16 days. 16.
That's right. You can't distract us from that. You be trying to talk about wonderful boy this, wonderful boy that.
And we will be there like, hello, what's going on? Because, clearly nobody else wants to be there.
I mean, I guess they achieved nominating a game coordinator. So, while they're in there bickering in the house, I guess they're getting a little bit done. But, compared to the massive promises that are in that 100-day package, which is, everyone's tossing around these Trump things. Well, that 100-day thing is kind of Trumpy.
Well, it's going to be 100 days. We're going to cure cancer. We're going to eliminate poverty. We're going to feed the sick and feed the hungry and cure the sick. It's going to be great. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, again.
We're going to throw paper towels at people in Puerto Rico. Totally forgot they were citizens. Sorry.
Again, there's scholarships for those nurses. Please.
Good on that.
Please put them through because we need them here.
Yes, we up.
Yeah. Yep. So, I look forward to hearing about the comments regarding both parties, because so far mostly all of it has been centered
on crucifying Trevor Moniz, and Trevor Moniz is a racist, and Trevor Moniz is this, and Trevor Moniz is that. What I want is, I want everybody to be like, look, y'all can't be acting like that in the house. Like, as we keep saying, not what we keep saying, but as we've been recently saying, a government is only a representation of its people. If they're being savages in the house, that's because we let them be savages in the house.
Yeah. Because I would have a lot of faith in our government being able to tackle crime and all that if they weren't out there acting like a bunch of hoodlums, getting fussed over about one little word is enough to send you, oh, if he calls me a boy again, I won't be sitting on this side of the bench. And what would you have done, Mr. Rabain? What would you have done? And then, and in the same mind that you say that, how can we then justify cracking down on all these angry young men in the streets?
If y'all being angry young man in the offices.
Yeah. But any difference between the angry young man in the streets?
They actually do what they're saying.
Yeah. Versus you get paid way too much for an angry young man. So a lot of people keep saying, oh, Dutch, you're going after the paycheck. Oh, yeah.
You're damn right we're going after the paycheck, because if you're getting paid, do your damn job.
$180,000, you bet.
What, then?
You know how much ITTP could do with $180,000?
You know what Bruce Robinson could do with $180,000?
Come on now. We'd have a whole set around.
You know what? Let's just indulge everybody and start our own party.
No, I can't start a party, because then I'll be going around there saying a whole bunch of foolishness. They'd be calling me up a Royal Gazette every day for an interview. Because I'd be like, well, maybe you shouldn't act like a wonderful boy. What you say, Mr. Robinson? Sorry, my bad. Did I say that out loud? Oh, I just said it on camera. It already started. You shouldn't act like one. Okay? You know what my mama used to say?
Don't be a dumbass.
That's one of them. She said, if the shoe fits,
wear it.
No, am I condoning calling black man boys? Not at all. I have to repeat that twice, because I know half the people who want to criticize us and they watch about half the video and act like they know what's going on.
Of course, like good old cousin Carla.
Yeah, I've said it in one half of the video, and I'll say it again. I don't condone a white male calling a black male a boy.
First of all, we shouldn't condone anybody calling anybody anything. That is my problem with this whole situation. I don't think what Trevor Moniz said was racially fueled. However, when it
was definitely frustration fueled.
It was frustration. Of course, it was frustration fueled, because honestly, you're gonna have these pushing people about saying, like you said, hey, look at me, I'm in the picture. I expect better from both sides.
Yeah, so have some decorum and some couth in the house, please. After all, that house is about all of you sitting there about $1 million. So at least we can do is have $1 million performance, and you act like you're worth that money for a change. Because I could easily have that same debate process in my brother's middle school class, and I pay them a lot less. So yeah, let's get that stuff rolling.
Kudos to Kim Wilson for doing your job. Well, actually no. You know what? Well, I'm not gonna pat you on the back for doing your job. You're supposed to do your job. However, I still want to see you only do your job. That's it. 158% of your time, you'll see your job.
And that goes for all of you.
All of you. Drop the sideness.
Let me see some part-time ministers rolling in here, then you can take on a separate job. How about that?
Part-time ministers? I don't want to see no part-time ministers. You get elected to your position, you better do your position. You better do it to the best of your goddamn ability.
It's the Type of News. I'm Dutch Pyramid.
And I will check you lot.
That's Bruce Robinson.
Am I?
I guess.
It depends on how I'm feeling,
Yeah, let's get that nurse.
Yeah, maybe.
Peace out, yo.
Some cushion balls might be a little nice.
Jesus Christ. Go turn this camera off, please. Thank you.
I'm going insane.
I appreciate you.
Insane in the membrane.